Hey, can you hear me now? Hey, can you hear me now? I think it's got good to go now, guys. Y'all hearing me good now? I'm clear. Good news, guys. Yep, we have sound now. Sorry about that, guys. It is been a little bit of an adventure this getting this set up. I don't know why. I guess I just needed to refresh the page. No, IT guy. First thing I should have done. But anyways, guys, I want to thank y'all again for joining this week's Adventure Closet Talk. If y'all didn't catch those codes at the beginning, you can find the affiliate links on my homepage. And guys, this week I wanted to talk about this weekend's adventure and some things that just make camp life easier. Things that I bring that most people don't bring, and they do weigh a little bit of weight, but you know what? It's always, I mean, you find ways to save the weight to bring the stuff that cost a little bit more weight. But guys, on that note, I'm going to show you all the first item, and the most important item for me is coffee, of course. And if any of y'all want to get in here and join the stream, I have the link out there. I can post the link again. But if y'all want to join, just click that link and join on in. You can talk to me about your favorite items that your luxury items that you like to bring to camp with you. So I wanted to show y'all my first item, and yes, it is a little bougie. I ain't gonna lie, I get a little bougie in the back country, bougie back country right here. So I like to bring. I mean, I'm not as bad as some. If y'all have ever watched Gatewood Brown on YouTube, he's a kayak camper. He's out of Texas. Very cool guy. I like his videos, but he actually brings. It's a very important item for most backpackers, campers. What's an important item, guys? What's one thing that most backpackers can't? Well, one of the most important things backpackers can't live without: coffee. Coffee, guys. Yep, I've got my 7 brew made by a bunch of teenage girls, but you know what? Tastes pretty good. I mean, for what it's worth. But anyways, fellas, guys, gals, whoever we have in here, I wanted to show y'all this first item. So, as y'all know, I always like to be budget. I got a lot of my first items off of Temu, and some of those items, I liked them. They were just, not the best made, but I found, nicer versions of them, and have since upgraded some of the items. And this is one of the items. Like I said, coffee in the backcountry, guys. If y'all have watched any of my videos, you notice that I like my coffee. Just about every morning, I'm drinking coffee. So, guys, the item that I bring is actually called the Nanopresso. You can get them off Amazon. They're not very big at all, as you can see here. But if you all are familiar with the Nespresso pods, this right here can use Nespresso pods. That's the whole reason I went with it. I wanted real coffee, and I like espresso. So, hence. But guys, you put your Nespresso pod up in here, and you push it down, and you know what? Here's where you put your water, is in here. Then you just put it back on, and pump, 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 pump. You got really good coffee. I do 2 pods, creamer, stevia, water. I make an Americano, basically regular coffee. But guys, awesome piece of gear that makes camp life so much better. Makes it enjoyable for me. I'm a big coffee drinker. You know what? I tried dropping the weight by bringing the instant coffee. It ain't happening ever again. I'm sorry. I've tried, and it's just not going to happen. I don't like it. So the Soda Wire pour over. That's probably is that similar to the one Ben has? Is that the one that you had out there? You had it out there, Ruben, when we were out on the Knobstone? If so, that thing's pretty cool too. Definitely a lot lighter than what I bring. And I'm not going to lie. I mean, pour over is nice too. I'm not going to lie. I mean, So yeah, Rich knows all about the coffee. He's got that pour over from Ben. I thought it was pretty nice. Next time I see him, might see him at Maha. I might have to get him to make me a cup of coffee with that pour over. What's up, bud? What's up, buddy? This is my buddy from California, high school. Actually, longer since high school friends. Man, we've been friends, what, 6th, 7th grade? But, man, that coffee's important. I mean, I drink it every day. I'm glad you said that, Ruben. I enjoyed it too. I've actually already went through all of mine. I'm probably going to have to order some from Ben, and I've got it in the cart. I've got a few other things, so it's just gonna have to do it. Man, I need that coffee. Ben's coffee is really good too, Ruben. Get on his and order basically any of them. Any of the dark roast I love. Yeah, guys, that's the first and probably most important item that I'm always going to bring with me and have on trail. I mean, I like to have good coffee. I'll have cream. I'll have sugar. Also, I won't bring that old nasty powder creamer. Nope. Not gonna happen. School calling. They always want to tell us when the buses are not running. But guys, that's the first time. Y'all, Ben's is nice. Have I been to 7 Brew? You already know it, man. It's probably, I mean, I don't know how many times I've been there now. Enough. Okay, guys, so coffee. Next item that I like. I'm going to go grab it over here real quick. As you can tell, it was prepared. But we kind of working off things. We're just shooting this from the hip. I've got items that I had in mind. I just forgot to pull them out. Kind of got behind here a little bit. Oh, you like that sugar-free iced cinnamon roll, Lucas? Or Graham? I don't know which one we call you on here, but I actually like the sweet and salty. I get the sugar-free sweet and salty, man. And then I get 2 stevias, and I get oat milk instead of milk, and then I get cold foam. Yes, I'm a white girl. I like my frou-frou coffees too, especially when they're made by teenage white girls who know what they're doing. Anyways, guys, so sorry about that. Next item is, I mean, you got to have this item no matter what. It is your shelter, but the way that I bring my shelter, I'm definitely much different than most. Well, I've got mine set up the way that I feel that is the most effective. When I get done hiking an entire day, I don't want to have to waste time setting my gear up, blah, 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 blah. As soon as I get to camp, I usually want to get everything together, get a fire started. And I like to be done and ready within an hour at camp. I like to be sitting down, enjoying the fire. You know, if I have a little bit of brewskis or whatever, enjoy that, you know, or enjoy a nice cup of coffee at the fire. Anyways, guys, so the next item that I like, I would say is a luxury item. You don't need this, but you know what? I'm going to tell you that if you have it, you're going to love it. So I didn't make this, but I helped got an idea for the design from another company that I use they have a Bear Butt. Bear Butt's the company, and they have a snake skin that stuffs down on itself. A lot like Dutch's Anaconda, just a little different. You don't have it don't cinch down on itself. It just stuffs that. But so I went to thinking Simply Light Designs, guys. I can't brag enough on them. Jared out there, he does a really awesome job. This right here is exactly what I want. This is my second one. My winter setup's a little bit bigger than this, but Guys, this is a hammock catch-all. What is a hammock catch-all, you wonder? Hammock catch-all is a snake skin for your hammock. So if you watch my videos, go back and watch them, and you'll see recently within the last 5-6 trips, you're going to start seeing my hammock catch-all that my hammock hangs in. Makes life so much easier when I get to camp. In this catch-all, I have my hammock, my underquilt, and my underquilt cover already set up, good to go. And it's got the little, you see that little bag on the side here? That is where my straps go into. So my straps are already there. So when I'm at camp, and guess what? I leave this out. You know why I leave one of these out? I know this is my head end. The head end is always left out of the bag. I never untie this and bring this end out. It always stays. So I hang it up, got my straps, and then I just, pop this in, pull it out, and then slide it off like a snakeskin for your tarp. Easy, man. If any of y'all have been with me and seen it, I know some of y'all might have been jealous. I was jealous when I seen people have that for their stuff too, and I was like, man. So I didn't want a regular hammock catch-all that like he designs and sells, because I wanted it to be able to stuff on itself. So that way I can make it smaller, get it in my bag very easily, and it makes life so much better. So that's the hammock catch-all, and I've got 2 of them, and it's awesome. Y'all got any more gear out there that y'all like to bring to camp just to make life easier? I mean, anything, guys. I mean, who's your warrior? Oh, okay. Might have to go there, buddy, sometime whenever we meet up again. By the way, you haven't had surgery yet, have you? Is that still like a week or so away? If you have, hope you're recovering well. If not, man, I can't wait to see you out there. Get on trail, buddy. I know it's going to kill you not being able to go on trail this winter. That is true. You can see it very well in his last video at the gorge. It has become a staple. Like I'm telling you, it took me a while. I've not been doing this forever to the backpacking. I've always been, outdoors, and I've always been very well organized, and military background. It took me a little bit to get what I wanted and how I wanted it, but now that I've got it set the way you get it set the way that you backpack, the way that you want it, and you know what, it makes trail life so much happier. I mean, you don't mind getting out there, busting some miles out, seeing the sights, and getting to camp just a little bit later, because when you get there, you can have stuff set up very fast, very efficiently, and you know what? You got your fresh coffee right there too. That's awesome. But anyways, guys, so y'all got any items out there that you all bring to camp? Monday. Got you, Ruben. I'll have to check in with you, buddy, and see how it ended, see how you're doing. I can't wait. I'll have to get out there with you this winter and do some car camping. I want to see that Volkswagen camper. It looked pretty cool from the pics that I've seen. Okay, guys. So since none of you all like to talk, I guess I'll keep going here. But actually, I'll post this link back out there, and if anybody wants to join, go ahead and join. This is what I do this for. I don't do this just to sit here and talk. I mean, I like talking, I ain't gonna lie, but it's not the end all be all for me. I like to get on here and talk to other people. That's what this is for. I want to see other people's opinions, other people's experiences on trail, gear that other people like to bring. I mean, this gives me insight as a backpacker as well as anybody watching. I mean, that's why I do this. I like to get other people in here. I like to have conversation. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna put this link back out here. If y'all want to join, you can. I'll see you in the room. We can get added. You added in here, and you know what? We can go back and forth. Anyways, guys, so the 2.5-inch knife. Yep. Ruben, I know exactly what you're talking with there, buddy. I've got a little bitty tiny folding knife, maybe that long. And I don't use it every time, but you know what? It's nice to have it when you have that steak that you got to cut up. And yes, I say steak because I have been known to bring some steaks in the backcountry. Steaks, burritos. I like to bring that real food when I can, guys. It's gonna start cooling off, which means it's gonna be real food season. Y'all coming out next? Well, not next. October the 10th and 11th weekend to the Gorge for the YouTuber meetup hangout at Hanson's Point. Who knows? I may just show up and surprise everybody and have my cooler, carrying a cooler in from the campground to cook a little bit of something out there. Anyways, guys, so moving on here. About to just pull his bag over here. I don't know what I was thinking. Okay, guys, so another item, especially that I've rubbed off on other people that I've backpacked with. They've got several of them out there now. My old backpacking boys out there, you know, the Josh and Jason and Mr. West Virginia kid Rich, who's in here probably. This is another item that I think I rubbed up on them with, and they seen me have it, and they were kind of jealous that I could sit there and make my coffee and not sit on the ground and have to lean on the ground. You know, one of them items that I think is very well. It's from a company I like. It's called Fire Maple, guys. Fire Maple makes some really great backpacking gear that's ultra light. This is under a pound, and I bet y'all are wondering what this is. And if y'all know what it is, you can say in the comments there. But I'm going to go ahead and say what it is, too. It's a table, guys. Table. Yes, I bring a table in the backcountry. And yes, I'll walk 15 miles in a day with a table. You want to know why? When you get to camp, it makes camp life better, which in turn makes the trail life better. Tenkara rod. Yeah. I think talk to Rich on here, Ruben. Rich does a lot of that fishing, and he actually brings his rod with him and stuff too. Like he says there in the comments, he likes to bring a fly fishing rod. Yeah, so this is the table I bring. It is the Fire Maple Dandelion table. You can see there it's got a screw in, and then it's got little rods, 4 of them to be exact. I only use 3 most of the time that go together and go on the ground, and one end has a point on it. But guys, it's an awesome piece of equipment. I think almost all of us that backpack in the Backpacking Boys, y'all know who we are, but you got Jason, Jeremiah, Josh, Jonathan, and Rich. But guys, Rich there, Rich liked to, he made fun of me the time when I pulled it out, but I was like, you know what? Y'all can make fun of me because you know what? I'm like, when I get to camp, even if I can't use it, I like to have it. Something I like to have. Because you know what? If you don't have it and you want it and you get to camp and you ain't got it, you're mad. And a mad camper is not a good camper. We're not out there to be mad. Anyways, guys, I'm going to keep, just rambling on here. Yeah, Rich, join in here and talk about fishing rods and how you want to get me into doing this trout fishing. You know what you should do is send your favorite YouTuber a rod. Who knows? Might start using it. Hammock gear pillow. Oh, is that the pillow that hangs on your ridgeline? If so, I've got one, and it's very, very nice. That's another item I won't go without is a pillow. And actually, that is held within my hammock catch-all too, Ruben. I'm telling you, that hammock catch-all is just an item that I won't live without it anymore. It just makes life, like I said, so much easier on trail. But anyways, guys, so I don't know if Rich is going to get in here. He's busy packing for a Seneca Creek trip this weekend with the boys. Me and I don't know. Jeremiah has a weekend with his wife, and I have a family weekend, so we can't go. So they decided to make a trip back to Seneca Creek. Jason and Josh didn't get to see the plane wreck, so they're going to meet out there with Mr. Rich, West Virginia kid, and camp right there at the waterfall again, and they're going to hike up and they're going to find that plane wreck. Pretty awesome, I think. I'm glad that they're going back and doing that. And you know what? It's dedication, guys. It's what it is. If there's anything I've noticed from them two guys since they've started past the last 3-4 months and got really into it is their dedication. That's something that I love to see is dedication. I mean, oh, you're gonna teach Jason and Josh how to fly fish? I mean, I don't know if I just don't like the whole, I'd rather just cast, float, and reel in. So that's why I'm into spinning reel, man. I mean, I've caught trout. I know how to catch them. I just don't like fly fishing per se. It's the whole motions, and I mean, it's just not for me, man. But I mean, I love to fish. I probably got more fishing stuff than I have, backpacking stuff. I mean, I've got a little bit of everything, actually. Like I said, I'm a outdoorsman at heart, and if it's something I can do outside, I usually have it in the garage. Oh, you didn't know the waterfall was by Hanson's? The Little Niagara that's running all the time? I didn't know the first few times, Ruben. I walked all the way down the hill to get water, and it sucked. Are you talking about the table, Ruben? If so, I'll go ahead and put a link out there for you. If that's the table you're talking about, I'll get the link for you here. So Ruben, when you're walking up the hill before you turn left to go to Hanson's Point off of Rough Trail, there's a little chute off on the right. You'll miss it because it's got mountain laurel all around it. But if you listen, you'll hear that water running. And if you hear that water, you're good to go. You just walk a little bit over the hill there, always has water, man. I ain't gonna lie, that's probably some of the coldest and best tasting water I've had in the gorge, actually. I don't know, it must be a spring coming off the hill somewhere there, and it's very, very good. Oh, the sleeve? Okay, buddy, I'll shoot you the link for that, and I'll tell you exactly. So do you want it to be made how I have it made? Because if so, I can also tell you exactly what you got to tell them to put in the comments. Who knows, if everybody starts ordering one, it might be something he keeps in there. I per se wanted something like that because it works great. I mean, most people are kind of jealous when they see me. They've been sitting there setting their hammock up for the last 5-6 minutes. I pop mine out, hang it up, and 2 minutes I'm done. With 3 to 5 minutes, I've got my tarp and everything set up. Like, when I get to camp, I don't like to play around. I want to get done, get the wood process, get a fire started, hang out, have a good old time. That's what camp's for. Hiking's hiking, camp's camp. So when I get to camp, I like to hang out and have a good time, relax. But I want to get that stuff done first. I'm not the type who likes to get there and relax and then do the stuff. Because if I relax first, I ain't going to do it later. That's just how, that's just what I'm going to say. Just how it rolls. But yeah, man, I'll shoot you that link. Link for it. I actually really like his stuff. I may actually end up getting a hammock I don't know. So many hammock vendors out there. And I love them all. So it's hard to choose where I want to get my next hammock from, though. If y'all watched that recent video, another I would say is that it's a very luxury. Yes, it is your shelter, but it's a luxury shelter item. If y'all seen that Hellbender in my video, if not, if you don't know what the Hellbender is, it's Dutchware's new hammock, and it is a quilted hammock, much like the Chameleon, but they've figured it out. And what do I mean by that? What they figured it out with? They figured it out on how to get a hammock that is ultra light, ultra wide, comfortable as shit because of the materials that they use. And you know what? It just looks awesome. It looks like something a spaceship, like they would have in a spaceship. But yeah, man, go check out the video. It's a pretty sweet piece of gear. I may end up having that someday. Just keep it on the down low, okay? Can't let the lady know. Can't let the wife know. But anyways, guys, so looks like we got Rich in here. We'll get him talking in here about his fly fishing exploits and some of the items that he brings to camp too. So we'll get him in here. You there, buddy? Rich, you got me? Hey, Rich, you want to go ahead and I'm going to kick you out and go ahead and try to rejoin, buddy. Okay, guys, what's going on? I'm going to try to get Rich back in here. He'll go ahead and try to join again, buddy, but kind of we'll get him in here and get talking about some of the stuff that he brings. He's like the rest of us in the backpacking boys. We're not ultra light. I call it. Y'all always hear me say it. I'm gonna say it ultra right. It's just a play on words there. We like to do our own little thing, but I'm not. Like I said, I'm not like most. Like if you look at my loadout, it looks very minimalist. But when you see me pulling stuff out, I'm not minimalist. It's just all where you can find ways to cut weight to be able to bring the things that you could have. So Mr. Rubin has an item here. This is not yes, it is a luxury item, but it is not per se a luxury item because in today's time you need to have it, guys. This is something that's very important. But he said his Garmin InReach Mini. I've got one, and you don't need it, but you know what? It's nice to have it, and so you can contact home. You have the ability to you can reach somebody if you get hurt or something bad happens. You're able to get someone to help you. Okay, Mr. Rich, let's see if we can get you back in here. Rich, you got me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yep, I got you, man.
All right. I don't know why my video isn't showing up.
And that's on your end there.
It's hard to tell. It was telling me that it was working, but I don't know. So what do you basically want to know? Just luxury items, right?
Yeah, luxury items you like to bring, and then Ruben was asking that you talk a little bit about your fly fishing stuff.
I had a lot less luxury items before I started backpacking with you. That's for sure. Now I started bringing. I got out of the habit of bringing my chair and all that stuff, and was kind of bare bones in it. And now I'm back to bringing the chair, and now I got a table. And as far as the fly fishing fly rods go, I'd bring a 2-weight fly rod to brook trout fish with, because a lot of places that we go to that we're able to fish, you either have native brook trout or small rainbows. The place we're going this weekend, Seneca Creek, has both of those. And I kind of prefer, I've never really used a Tenkara rod, but I've seen people fish with it before. And you're kind of limited on how much reach you have with one of those, because I think the length of your line is kind of set, and that's what you got. But there's some places, you got to be kind of stealthy when you're fishing for brook trout. So there's a lot of places that, that if you're able to cast 20, 30 feet to a fish, it's well worth it to have the fly rod over the Tenkara rod. And I went up and worked with Ben at Hilltops Packs, telling him kind of what I had in mind as far as like a little sleeve to put on my backpack to put my fly rod connected into it, because the pack I have, the Shadow Light 60, where it has the pockets on the top that I use and fill out, it's hard to get a fly rod to stay in the lower pocket and ride right. so he made me a little thing to where I could put my fly
Man, I
rod.
wish you had video right now so that way you could show some of this stuff, man.
Yeah, if not, I mean, I can, next week or something like that, I can always come back in and,
we can
show
talk.
you what I'm
And you can
talking
talk about you can get us some pictures and stuff, and we can throw that in the stream here of the fish that you showed them boys how to catch.
Yeah, I think they were pretty impressed, actually.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie, man. If I ain't into the fly, like I said, I ain't into the fly rod thing, but I get me a little spinning reel. I probably would have been out there with you. I've caught trout. I've caught trout before, like just off of throwing rooster tails and stuff. They're pretty fun to catch. I'm not gonna lie. They're kind of like they put up a fight, kind of like a bass. Very similar.
The brook trout are pretty. They're not really real hard unless you spook them. Generally, if you float something by them, they're going to take a swipe at it because they're an opportunistic feeder. And those little rainbows up there are the same way. You just, but once you spook them or they see you, you're done. But so that's why, I kind of like fishing with a fly rod over a Tenkura rod because you got that option of, casting, longer to them.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'd say
Ruben, I hope you're writing this down. He's the trout fisherman here.
Well, he's the
trout slayer.
If you want to shoot me his info, I can get a hold of him and we can talk about it.
Yeah, you want me to? Well, I'll shoot. Hey, Ruben, I'll shoot him your cell phone number. He'll shoot you a text. Like I said, we was out there at Seneca Creek and he's just out there slaying them in the river.
Kind of how I ended up backpacking anyway. It was kind of
get where everybody else went fishing.
Looking for more options to to be able to go out and fish, and it's kind of how I landed in backpacking through fly fishing.
You wanted to get to those places where nobody else was, and you knew the fish were. I know what you mean. I've done not like that, but I've done we call it creek wade fishing here. You just get on, you get out where kind of like kayaking, find a spot you can get in and just walk down the creek and cast along the way, man. Just catch whatever bites. Yeah. Usually it's a rock bass or smallmouth or bluegill around here.
I'd say another item that I started carrying here. I just got it in the mail today, actually, because before when I would go by myself or when me and Ned would go, we wouldn't really build fires much. But we start building. When we go out with you guys, especially, you're always building fires.
Oh man, I'm a fire bug. Actually, you want to hear something? You want to hear something real quick? Guess what happened this weekend? That I did not want to happen.
What'd you do?
My Alpha?
Did you burn a hole in it?
They got a hole in it, and from the fire, the fire popped. Like I was sitting there, I was making my coffee in the morning, and the fire popped, and I was like, I kept making, like, oh, and I looked down, and I was like, I seen my shirt, I was like, oh crap, and I hit it like on the shirt, and it like I thought it fell off, and then I kept doing my. I felt it again. I looked down, and it fell right to where my crotch was, like literally, like, and it burnt a couple holes in my pants, and almost went through my underwear, through my merino underwear. Man, I've never had that happen, and I'm not happy because you already know how much I've been trying to keep that Alpha the way it was.
Oh yeah,
but it is what it is. It's gonna happen anyways. It's camp.
I had that happen to my zip offs at the Maha in the spring. Mm-hmm. Had a ember pop up and put a hole in my like you said, almost right in the crotch.
And that's why I do not like bringing my puppy out anymore, because that one just seems like the littlest ember puts a hole on it. It's just like the whole thing is not.
Yeah, you're almost playing Russian roulette with a fire sometimes like that. If you're around it much, you're going to get something popped on you from the fire. But getting back to what I was saying, I bought a camp saw, and I usually didn't carry that before.
I think Jason's wanting to get in here. I don't know. I'll put the link back out there. I don't know, but I seen that, man. You tell me about it. I've got the smaller version of it. You'll like that one, man. That one could actually I think it cuts like what, up to like an 8-inch or something.
Something like that. It seems to me, from what I remember, I remember you saying that like that was the same one that Jeremiah had. And
Yeah, and
I ended up carrying his saw the first day that we were in Seneca Creek, and it seems like for some reason it seems like his was just a little bit bigger than that one. I don't know if he has the next size up maybe from that one.
Maybe. I don't. What's the next one up? You got the Gone Boy.
I think 300. Like mine's 240 millimeter, and I think 300 might be the next one up.
Man, I'm trying to think. I can't remember what he said his was exactly, but he has that one of the Outback editions as well. I have that, and I love it. I mean, it's great. But I just got the like I said, I got that Baca. So just wanted to test it out because I know it's like half the price of my Silky, and I think the only difference is the blades. I believe a Silky is like a 10. What is it? 10 to 1, or I can't remember what it said, but that's the teeth thing, and the other one's 7 to 1.
Yeah,
I can't remember exactly what it's called.
The one I have, I forget the name of it that I had used in the past. It folds up really nice. It's one of the ones that kind of, it's almost like the Sven saws. It's kind of based like that, and like the blade detaches and like it comes together, and the plastic handles come down, and the blade, goes down inside of it, and it packs up really nice. But like I used it on my my overnight I did a couple weeks ago to Otter Creek, and like I was cutting wood with it, and I was like, man, this thing kind of sucks. I was like, I need something else, because I'd cut some wood there when we were in the gorge, with either I think maybe it was, I don't know if it was your saw or Jason's saw, but it was similar to that Silky. So that's what kind of made me, is like, yeah, I'll just get one of these, because you can get a little bit more better leverage in your cuts with them than the other kind of saw.
Yeah, if you come down, man, to the YouTube meetup in October, I'm pretty sure he's coming. Stoned Ape Adventures. He has it's basically a Silky blade, but it has that. Have you seen the cool looking like ultralight like cases, the ultralight thing that they fold in? Like they take away that big heavy base and they put an ultralight version that's made out of like titanium or something.
I would say there was a different version that because I bought it off of Amazon, and there was a different version of that saw. It had like more of like a plastic rubbery grip to it, like a yellow grip. I think the one I looked at, it was the same dimensions, other than the handle was different. And I don't know if in the Outback edition, if you get a like an upgrade on the blade or something like that, the way the blade's made.
Ruben. Okay. Ruben just said it there. He's like, yeah, that's the Saluk. Okay. That thing is cool, but I mean, I don't know if I want to pay that much for it. So Ruben, why don't you get it and I can play around with it? You're not gonna be able to use it all winter. I can use it for you, and I can let you know how good it is. And then you know what? Once I get using it, I'll go ahead and put it. I'll give it back. Then you can use it. I may even put a new blade in it for you.
Yeah, he should definitely wait until you get a review on it.
But looks like we got Jason coming in here. Hey, Jason, you got me? You got me, Jason? You can hear me?
Yep. Yeah, I got you. Yep.
Okay, I got you. So we got Jason here, Mr. Wild Millennial. He
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yep, I got you, man.
So we got Jason here, Mr. Wild Millennial. He
Yep, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yep, I got you, man. So we got Jason here, Mr. Wild Millennial.
Here, hold on. I'm a little behind here.
So you might have to like shut down the YouTube feed if you still got it going.
Hold on, I'm a little.
Or mute the YouTube feed.
Yeah, that's what I did with mine.
think he'll come back in.
Yeah. Now I know
Yeah.
a luxury item that he carries that's really nice, and I have not quite a. It's not as nice as the one he has, but he carries a drone with him.
Yep, this is. So we got Jason back in here. I think he wants to talk about some of the luxury items that he likes to bring. I know one of the items is the drone. I don't think I've ever seen him not leave it. But you got me here, Jason? Can you hear me? Hey, Jason, you got me? Okay, guys, while they're working through technical difficulties there. So y'all already know some more the luxury items that I bring. A lot of your YouTubers, they use your phone. Yeah, most phones today can do a lot of the video things that you want to do. So if you want to start creating your own videos, say because you want to, go back and see them, like it's one of the main reasons I do videos is that. But a good phone can do that for you. And if you want to get better, all you need is a 3-axis gimbal, guys. 3-axis gimbal, and that'll make your videos so much better as well. So that's a luxury item, a gimbal. I have a gimbal. I can't show it to you because I've since moved on from that. But guys, I'll show you one of the luxury items here. So, like Jason, a luxury item that I bring, and you see most content creators that will bring it, they have a device to record with. They do not use their phones. You can use your phone, and if you use your phone, I would advise using a gimbal. This has the 3-axis gimbal built in, and it is an extremely nice device, guys. As you can see, it's got the screen there. The camera is really nice. This is what I use to record 4K in. Very nice piece of equipment. It has the option to add a mic, which I carry mic as well. I don't use it when I'm on trail unless I have someone with me, but as you can see. See here. Hey, Jason, you hear me?
I got you.
I got you too, man.
All right. Yeah, we're good. No,
Thank you.
every time I do that, every time I had to re-switch my settings around, I couldn't hear you guys.
Okay, so we got Jason here, and like Rich was saying, I don't think Rich can. Hey, buddy, you back on here, Rich?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yep, you got you. So
Still can't get the video to work. I don't know what's up with that.
it's all good. But
Yeah, so I bring a gimbal as well.
he has the DJI version. I think all your stuff's DJI, ain't it?
Yeah, I actually have 2 of these.
Yeah, I use like I said, I'm a little more budget, so I have a little bit different stuff, but about the same type of setup.
Yeah, same thing, just not DJI, basically.
Yeah. But that's as Rich was calling him. He's our drone guy. We all have drones, but he knows how to operate them a lot better than we can at the moment.
Hey, there we go.
Oh, Rich
Snap.
got it to work, man. Oh,
There we go.
hey, you're
You
gonna
get
take
this
me out.
down
You're
where the
gonna
light-
take
where
me
the
out of my
lights-
job, man. You're gonna take me out of my job. You know I work in IT.
Well, it was on my end. I'm surprised you didn't tell me to Control Alt Delete to get to work. That's usually the help desk response when you got a problem.
It's okay. When y'all couldn't hear me at the beginning, all I needed to do was refresh the page. If I'd have refreshed it, y'all would have been able to hear me.
Nice.
Yeah. But anyways, you want to talk about some more of the items that you bring, Jason, that are luxury items that help you, that makes camp so much better?
Well, first off, it's a camp chair. I mean, that's off the top. I mean, I'm sure you guys probably already mentioned that. That's, I mean, off the top. I don't know. What was pretty good about Seneca Creek the first time when we went there was there was a lot of like homemade, already set up kind of chair situations going on, which was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. The table, absolutely the table. That's a game changer. As soon as I saw you with that, I had to have one.
I think everybody has one of them now, but I mean,
Yeah.
it's just one of them items, and you once you have it, you don't want to not have it anymore.
I saw the one that Shug uses. It's on the was it the Dutchware website? Might be. I don't know. I can't remember.
Is it similar to the one we use, or is it,
Yeah,
or is it
it looks exactly the same, just a little bit bigger, and it's got a weird German name to it.
That's
Schwartz?
the one that Jeremiah.
That's one
Schwartz.
Jeremiah has. That Jeremiah has the mini version. He has the Schwartz BNA, is what it is.
Yeah. That's what it's.
Say Fire Maple, what they need to do is follow Schwartz BNA's, thing, and make a stand that's got the bottom where it just has 3 little legs that pop out. So when you got that hard ground, you could have that.
Yeah,
and you can still set it up.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, if they done that, take away one of their poles, because you don't need 4 of them. Take away one of them poles and add the attachment in there to where you can use it on that hard ground. It'd be a game changer. Then it would be perfect.
Make an option too to where you can like use a stick. They have like a thing that like goes like you can just pick up a stick and it screws onto a stick and you just put it in the ground and use that for your table.
Yeah, you're talking about the Schwartz BNA.
Yeah, I think that's an option for that.
I think Jeremiah has that as well. I don't know, or he that's the next thing he wants for it. I don't know. Yeah, I think Bridget got that for him for Christmas.
I'm working on a 3D print for like a cup holder, so to speak, but it clips onto the pole of the table and kind of sticks out, protrudes out, and you just put your cup in there, and you still got all your table space.
You need
safe space,
Yeah. Well, now we need to figure out someone who sews and can make us the dining little table, the little bags to go underneath them that fit those, and make shot cord on each end, so that way you can just put stuff in it. In the bottom, you can have it, and then you got that catch-all down there too.
I do it all. I can do that. My old lady can do it too.
Yeah, people make the ones for the Schwartz BNA version, and they and like that's a game changer right there. Then you can just throw everything, like you can have the whole table open, and you can throw all your cook kit and stuff down in there, and still have that top of that table open for anything you want to put up there.
Hey Jason, have you messed with that splicing kit yet?
No, I did look up a couple videos on it though. Oh, it's going to be. I mean, as soon as I get into that, dude,
it's a rabbit hole.
Yeah, that's what I mean. As soon as that's why I'm trying to just leave it over there. Not even, as soon as I get into it, it's just going to be. I'm going to make continuous loops, ribs. You know what I mean? It's going to be a bunch of shit I'm going to make. Try to make whoopie slang. It's going to be, deep down. That's what it's going to be. So trying to put it off a little bit. Plus, I really don't need it. I just got stuff that I want to test out a little bit. Just getting into it. Did you try any of that 3D printed stuff?
I got the legs put on my chair. And I just ended up like taping the ends of them to like and shoving it over top of them. So it worked out real well. And I'm going to bring the shoe thing with me to hang my shoes. Definitely. And I did like take and put the hanger thing for your phone on your structural ridge line to test it out. And it works pretty good.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad.
Once I figured out how to put it together.
Yeah. It came in all those different pieces printed off. I pretty much put it all together except for 2 pieces where you just slide it together. It was pretty nice.
Yeah, all that stuff you sent me is pretty nice. I really appreciate it.
Very good. I'm going to come up with a bunch more stuff. The more I do this stuff, the more I think of things while I'm out there, and that's where the cues come in, and I'll come up with something for it.
Well, hopefully you hit on a lucrative idea, and then you can just flip the bill when we go to Colorado and places like that.
Yeah, no doubt. I would have loved to come up with something like what's his name did, Justin Outdoors, with the lid.
Yeah,
that's smart. That was genius. I wish I'd have had the idea for that. That was good. But
I
you
don't know
know,
if I know. I don't know if I know that one. What did he do?
The pico lid where it can hold your lighter and your stuff at the top,
yeah,
and then so that way you ain't got to have it down in the bottom. It's the lid that he designed,
it snaps
Okay.
right on your right on top.
right on
your
top of the
titanium.
tokes.
Yep.
Oh,
Fits
okay.
in.
They're so hard to
Snaps in.
get, but they're hard to
Yeah.
get like right now.
It has the spot for your titanium spoon to slide in, so you can use it as a pour hammer.
Hmm.
That was pretty good. I'm like, that's genius right there.
You just need to reverse engineer it, man. Make it for yourself.
Wow, what the fuck? I can print it off myself. I just ain't trying to steal his idea. You know.
I know,
Well,
but then you
I can print off myself,
but then you ain't got to. I mean, then when they go out of stock
yeah,
on
I'm
garage
not-
gear,
that stuff like that's easy. I can print that off myself. I'm right now. I'm working on the CNOC
Slider.
Android. Yeah, I'm gonna print me off a new one with a whole dedicated spot for a clip on it.
but a much better, heavier plastic that can hold it.
Yep, absolutely. So I'll come up with
Yeah,
stuff like that.
The more you get out and do this stuff, man, the more you kind of like see a need. Like you'll figure out like, oh, I wish I had something, for this, or I wish this was this way.
Yeah,
I'm sure a lot of times when I go up to Hilltop packs, I'm sure Ben a lot of times is tired of me, but like, hey, I had an idea for a pack. What if you did this?
Well, start your own company then, buddy. Make it yourself.
So I guess you made him a cap for his canister for Ruben.
Cap canister.
He says he had a cap for the ISO canister that you made.
I'm lost. I don't know. Don't know.
I don't know either. He just said that on.
Elaborate further there, Ruben.
Yeah, Ruben. Buddy, I don't think he remembers, or you're thinking of a different person.
Or you're thinking of something different, or he's using something I gave him for something I didn't know he was what you could use it for. Maybe no. I don't think I gave him a bidet. Did I? No. Could be using it for a cat. I have no idea. No idea.
Would it have been something you gave him that when we ran into him that day we were leaving Hanson's?
It might be the bidet. He said it's something someone passed out at the meetup. Did you pass out bidets?
No, I didn't have the 3D printer then.
Huh, I don't know who that was. Ruben.
No, wasn't me. I didn't have the 3D printer then.
I don't remember it either. So
no, I've only had the 3D printer since like February or something like that. That's when I sprung for it on the other channel. So
it's that thing right there is a game changer.
Oh yeah, anything you want to come up with, as long as you can.
And then the next thing's a laser, man.
Huh?
A laser, like if you can get a laser, one strong enough to that can cut stuff. Whew, that's another thing.
Yeah. They got okay. So Bamboo Lab, right, is the company that my 3D printer is. They have a newer one. I think it's called the H2D, I believe. Mm-hmm. But you can swap out what it prints. Like you can swap out for hardcore, like heavy duty prints if you want to print off some stuff like for vehicle parts and stuff like that. And you can swap out the whole mechanism and do laser cutting, like you're talking about.
Okay.
Like
my boss
laser cutting and do all kinds of shit. So
I think my boss is up to 3 in his office now. My boss has 3. He just got one that does like the multicolor. I thought it was pretty cool. He got it. I think it's the Anycubic or something like that. But
oh yeah, the Anycube. Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
I got the Bamboo Lab P1S. Mine will do multicolor printing, but I didn't buy the automatic. That's what it's called, the AMS automatic.
Where it feeds the stuff in.
Yeah, where it feeds the stuff automatically, and you can have different colors, and it will feed them to whatever you need. But I didn't spring for that. At the time I was just doing basically black filament.
Guys, we have been graced with his presence. Oh. The king is in the chat, so we have to remain calm. Okay, so let's be calm.
What up, Stringer?
Hey,
what up, boy? What up, buddy?
What all 3D printed stuff do you carry that you've made? Do you carry with you?
the bidet, the phone thing, I was doing the bottle cap or the smart bottle holder where I just clip it onto my pack. I was doing the shoe thing I carry. Yeah, pretty much I think that's it. Isn't it? Yeah. And the feet thing on my chair.
Okay.
With that's been a couple trips now. They've been working great.
Yeah, I'm excited to get out and try my chair this weekend.
Yeah, you got the
Yeah.
Planet ones. I did order a custom printed bear bag from a Hilltop.
Oh man, you're gonna fall in love with it.
Oh man, I can't wait. I'm not exactly sure when it's going to get here, but
I can't wait until the end of the month, man. When I go up there, I got to get in contact with Ben. I've sent him a message about it and stuff, but I'm thinking about the weekend of Mall Hall. That Thursday, I'll be doing the live stream in Hilltops. I'm not saying this live, but I cannot say that that's going to happen, guys. To anybody out there, I know I said this out here live, but it's an option that I'm trying to get out there right now. We'll see what happens, but
my house what Friday through Sunday.
yes.
Yeah.
So you're going to go up a day early and go Thursday. Go up
Yeah.
to Ben.
Yep. I'm going to probably meet up with Rich and have lunch with him up there and then go on up to Ben.
All right.
And then next morning drive over to Maha. Find somewhere or something somewhere to camp that night up there, or who knows, Ben will probably be like, yeah, just stay in my house. Who knows? But I haven't, like I said, I got to talk with him about it. And I talked with Tim about it. Tim's like, yeah, just talk to Ben about it. And I'm sure he'll be fine with it. But as you know, Ben's a pretty busy fella, and it's hard to get with him sometimes.
I did see some of the photos that the chick was posting about the event itself, like where it is and stuff. Looks pretty decent. I saw the picnic tables and the picnic table area, and looked like a bunch of trees to hang from. So
it kind of looked like they were still clearing the area.
Yeah, it did. I think
Hopefully hopefully it'll be a little bit cool and the rattlesnakes won't be out.
old rattlesnakes.
So what was the deal with the copperhead in camp when you guys were
we were just sitting there, and Josh got up and to his bag, and it was right next to his foot. He started freaking out.
What'd y'all do? Did it run up? Did it slither off?
I went over there and next to it and just scared it off.
Like most of the time they'll leave you alone. They're more scared of you.
Not gonna do anything.
Most of the time when you get struck, it's because you step right beside them and startle them. Yeah. I've come close. I ain't gonna lie. The kayaking trip we did to the Cumberland a few years ago, that one we had two, and the first one it was running towards the fire, and that's only because it was that's the nearest heat it felt, and it's going to it from the river.
That's
now the next one.
I think that's why it was coming down toward the end of the finger there where we were camping, is because of the heat source there.
Yeah. Now the next one was I was hanging my hammock up and I didn't even see it, and I just about stepped on the sucker until something caught out of the corner of my eye, and I seen something that didn't look right, and it was a little bit tiny. You see that little bit tiny tail on it, that little, what is it, yellow, lime green, however you want to say it, tail.
Oh, the baby.
I was just about to step on it. It was all cooled up. That would have been a bad day for me, but.
Oh yeah, and they can't regulate how much venom they give you either, so.
I was about to the first one. Luckily, I had my 40 with me. The first one, we shot it and killed that one. The next one, I was about to, shoot that one too. And my cousin was like, "No, we're too close to Cumberland Falls." So I had to grab a stick, and he took the machete, the machete we had, and just chopped its head off. So that's about the only time I've seen. Actually, I don't think I've ever seen a one in the gorge. I don't know how in the world Ruben's seen two of them, because I've never seen one in the gorge.
I don't think that's one either. No, I can't. I take that back. When me and Jason just went to Eagle's Nest last week, we climbed over a section of a log or of a tree that was down, and the tree was kind of split on one side, and there was one hugged up in there. Didn't see it until we done climbed up over it. Had our hands right there, climbed up over it. And then I looked back, and it was just started moving because we disturbed it. I'm like, oh! Mm-hmm. I mean, we were within a foot, not even a foot, right? 8 inches from it. Didn't even know it.
I never really thought much about it till Pat almost got bit there a couple of years ago.
Yeah, when it struck his trekking pole.
Yeah, it luckily, it was the trekking pole was between it and his leg, and it got the trekking pole.
Thankfully.
Yeah, Ruben, he's seen them on Eagle's Nest, man. Where you just went with Jason.
Yeah.
He's seen them copperheads on Eagle's Nest, and I've been out there,
Yeah.
at least 10 times and never seen one. But I mean, it's that time of year, I guess. When you get out that time of year, you're gonna see them eventually.
And I had no idea. Once we saw that copperhead, I went back and looked up, and that's pretty much from now until I think late October.
Mm-hmm.
It's like breeding season for them or something. It's like when they start having the babies. I'm like,
Yeah, it's also when they start shedding too. They'll start shedding their skin now too. They'll start shedding, and that's whenever you get bit more because they'll start shedding that skin and their eyes will be glossed over, and that's when they're a lot more apt to bite too. It's not that they're, everybody says it's because they're wanting to bite. It's because they're startled. They can't even make out what you are because they have that skin over their eyes. And you know what? What are you going to do? First thing you're going to do is try to bite whatever's right there.
oh yeah, they're just getting that heat signature. Hi, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Don't care what it is. Get away from me.
But anyways, you, Rich, and Josh are headed out this weekend, right?
Yeah, I kind of ran into an issue, but I might be able to slide without it.
So, y'all going back to find that plane crash?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's supposed to be.
What about you? You going to Mulhall, man?
I was thinking about it. Me being a season ticket member, I kind of got to be at the game. Well, I don't have to, but I'm not going to waste, almost $3,000 on tickets and not go.
Oh, I
So-
know.
They'll say you pay too much for those not to go.
Yeah, but I think that's the away game, if I'm not mistaken. So
Hell yeah,
Or
man. That's
no,
when it.
it's no, they play Monday night, I think, that weekend. Or the meetup, one or the other. Either that weekend or the meetup weekend, they play on Monday night. So when I come home Sunday, I'm not missing the game,
Yeah.
Which that'll be good.
Mulhall's a good one, man. I'm not gonna lie. They have a great raffle. I mean, you're bound if you I don't know how much Rich put in, but he won several items, and I think he put less in than me. And then I got lucky and won a big item.
How many people went last time?
It was about 30, maybe 30, 40.
Probably around that. I mean, more people showed up for the raffle, but I think the weather kind of kept a lot of them away from camping.
The fall one, they always say the fall one. There's a lot more people in the fall one than there are the spring one. So
Oh, so you mean the free stuff dragged them in, and the actual event didn't hold them? I got you.
well, they do the raffle. They do the raffle the last day, and then so everybody shows up for that raffle and buys their
the
tickets.
evening, like Saturday night, they do the raffle.
Well, I'm interested in going. It looked all right. I'm in, now that I'm doing the hammock stuff, it's kind of appropriate. So
Yeah, the hangs is fun, man. That's where it's at. I mean, I like to, like I said, I like to go to them and then do try to find a hike while I'm there, just a simple day hike. Go out there, find some stuff to, get a little bit of content with.
do they have it at the same spot every year, or is it?
This one's actually a different spot. They changed it this year. They usually do it that where they normally have it, but they changed it.
There's probably the regulations are probably a little bit more loose where they're going to have it at, because the other one was, I think, in a state park.
Mm-hmm. And I think this is an actual like private campground or something.
Yeah, I think it is something like that.
But fellas, I hate to say it's that time. We need to be getting off here. I've got some kids inside, and I haven't eaten supper yet. I had to get out here and get this started. We had a pretty busy afternoon, but I want to hear about your all's trip this weekend, and I better get some photos of the plane crash and of you and Josh out there fishing, because I know Rich is going to get y'all into it some way or the other.
I don't know if I'm trying to get a fishing ticket in West Virginia, my fishing license.
Yeah, there ain't gonna be no one down there to to enforce anything. So I think you'll be good.
Yeah, I think you'll be fine. So
Two of us wanted him. I ain't doing nothing.
well, I mean, they ain't gonna say nothing. I mean, it's one of them ones where you're throwing back anyway. So
Do you want me to
Now, the
finish
only
off?
the only thing you guys are going to have to worry about this weekend is just watch your speed. What is that?
Handheld
real-
fishing rod.
Oh,
Yeah, the
okay.
fishing reel.
Oh, okay.
Or you just put it in your. Oh, I think it's the other way. So you just put it in your hand, hold it. You know what I mean? And then
Okay.
when you're done, you just put the hook in one of the holes wherever it goes.
How do you cast that thing?
Unwind it, throw it. I don't know.
Okay.
That's for the fishermen to use, I guess. I don't know, for the skills. You should be able to be pretty good at it. You've been fly fishing. You should be able to, work something out there. I don't know.
I can try it out.
Grab a little bit of line, do a little, and let it go. I don't. That'd be pretty fun. But yeah, we got a football game coming up here in about 45 minutes. So I think that's about time for me to,
Yep. But I want to thank y'all for joining me here and talking about some of the items that y'all like to bring along. And for y'all out there in the chat, thank you all for chatting with me and telling me about some of the stuff that you all bring to camp and some of the items that I've influenced you all to get because you've seen my videos and seen what I like to do and how I like to backpack. But guys, we're going to call this episode a wrap. We'll have it again next week, and maybe we'll get these boys back in here and let them talk about their trip. I know they're going to have a nice little trip this weekend. They're going to hang out, get a short little hike in, do some fishing, do some hiking. I don't know what all they got planned. I wish I could go. I'm sure Jeremiah wishes he could too. We got our family weekend this weekend. I think he's got something planned with the wife. So, but guys, I want you all to enjoy your trip this weekend. And adventurers out there, y'all keep that adventuring, and I hope to catch you all out on trail. And guys, y'all take it easy.